welcome to a brand new video. And as always, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you're not a resident of Chi-Town yet, make sure you subscribe. And as always, sincerely, thank you for sitting at my table. We are here to discuss the travesty that was the Indiana Fevers. I'm going to tell you about the Indiana Fevers. All right? I'm going to tell you about what transpired last night with the Indiana Fevers. First of all, let me start with the fact that the game ran like pure shit. I mean, they couldn't get the shot clock working whatsoever. The shot clock was out of commission. They stopped the game like 3-4 times for the shot clock. I'm not shitting you. They stopped the game 3 to 4 times because of the shot clock's malfunctioning. It was utterly embarrassing for an organization like the WNBA to run that poorly. It was just an utter freaking chaos for the fans that attended that game. And it was a very important game at that. It was a game that basically was going to decide who was going to get that last spot of the playoffs. And not because of winning, but because of losing. Because obviously we all know that the Indiana Fevers lost. Now they got that last spot. They're almost on the verge of collapsing and being kicked out of the damn playoffs because of that loss. That loss was so bad. Indiana Fevers didn't show up. They didn't show up whatsoever. Nobody showed up. Lexi Hall didn't show up. Sims didn't show up. I got a lot to say about Sims. You guys who attacked me from my last video when I was talking about Sims, I told you she's not the promised land. I told you she's not consistent. She was 50% in the last game that she was the hero because of those 2 shots. She shot 50% last night. You want to know what she shot last night? Let me look it up. Holy crap. She was utter disaster. Utterly atrocious. And despite the fact a lot of you guys are already giving Aerial Powers a lot of love, which is understandable. She had 17 points. Not bad whatsoever. 4 for 6. Not bad at all. But the thing is, they lost. And Aerial Powers, I'm going to say honestly, she hasn't proven anything to me as of yet. And I like Aerial Powers. I'm glad that the opportunity was given to her for her to be with this team. But she's got to show me more. Lexi Hall is starting to freaking worry me. Lexi Hall needs to put up more shots. Despite the fact that she was 2 for 5 with 1 3-point. She needs to put up more shots. She had 2 3-pointers, yes. She needs to put up way more shots. The minute a defender runs up to Lexi Hall, she freezes and passes the ball. She needs to start creating her own shots more. She has the capabilities of doing that. I don't understand why more times she freezes up more than anything. She passes the ball way too much. Lexi Hall, if you're out in the perimeter or on the arc, there's nothing wrong with creating your shot against a defender, especially when you're one-on-one. When you're one-on-one, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's going to scream at you because you're creating your own shot. Somebody needs to talk to Lexi Hall for some reason. She is not abiding by what she used to do in college. I don't get it. She used to be a monster in college, creating her own shots. She doesn't do that now in the WNBA. I don't know what it is. Kelsey Mitchell, a lot of people are complaining about Kelsey Mitchell. Understandably, she deserves it. She's 4 for freaking 14 from the field last night. She obviously didn't come to play, but for some odd reason, the big freaking talk is Aaliyah Boston. Listen, I'm not worried about Aaliyah Boston. Yes, she had a bad game, but honestly, I'm not worried about Aaliyah Boston. I'm not worried whatsoever about her. She's okay. She had a bad game. She's okay, though. My concern are the others. Odyssey Sims, I don't care what you guys say. Odyssey Sims, she's. I can't wait for the guards to come back for this team because the minute they do, they need to cut Odyssey Sims. I'm sorry. They need to cut Odyssey Sims ASAP as soon as the other guards come back to this team. Obviously, they're going to come back next year. And obviously, oh my God, Sophie was so missed in this game. Her tenacity, her fire, her ability to score beyond the arc, she was so missed in this game. That's why the combination of Sophie and Lexi was deadly, especially when Caitlin Clark was playing, because Caitlin Clark, this is the problem this team has. They have no guard who has the ability to get everyone involved. That guard from the Valkyrie is a beast. And she just started being a beast. She wasn't that good. I mean, what was her name? Not Carla, but Carla had a tremendous game in the last outing for the Valkyries. That's where they blew out the last team they played. What was the last? Who? Let me see. I'm gonna find out the name of that guard. She is a beat. The way she gets everybody involved. That's the reason the Valkyries are winning, is because of that guard. It's because of that guard. I might find out by the time I start editing this video, but if you guys know, just put it down in the comments. Kate Martin killed this team. She killed them. Kate Martin also has the ability to create her own shot. If you see her in Iowa, she has the ability to create her own shot. Even though she spotted a lot of her points, meaning she spot shot her points, she didn't create a lot at all. She didn't create whatsoever. But Kate Martin has the ability to create her own shot too. I don't know why these people who have the ability to create their own shot are not creating their own shot when they get to the big leagues. It just doesn't make sense. But Kate Martin destroyed the Indiana Fevers along with that guard who was amazing, and Rupert killed them, literally killed them. I mean, geez, how many points she had? I mean, Rupert had 21 points, 5 for 8 from the arc. I mean, every time Sims touched the ball for the Indiana Fevers, I knew there was trouble. I'm telling you, she cannot shoot. Her freaking shots are all, whether it's a layup, a three-pointer, a mid-range shot, they're all low percentage possibilities of going in. All of them. She's not a good shooter at all. She doesn't even create well for the other players. She doesn't. She's not a Caitlin Clark. She's not. And that's the thing I do not like about Kelsey. I love Kelsey, but she cannot create for other people. She cannot create fundamental offensive plays for the other players at all. Kelsey does not possess that ability. She's a scorer, period. That's what she is. She creates her own shots. She's amazing. She's an amazing shooter. But she cannot create for the team. She's the worst guard. She's the worst point guard ever for the Indiana Fevers. As a guard, when there's a decent point guard, and Kelsey Mitchell is in with that decent point guard, then that chemistry is amazing. That's why her and Caitlin together are a dynamic duo. Because Caitlin knows how to get everyone involved. And that is sorely missed with this team. Sorely missed. I don't know, honestly, if this team is going to make the playoffs. And like I said before, if they don't make the playoffs, I'm exiting my ass out. I'm exiting my ass out. I'm not watching, but I'm not going to lie. The Valkyries, I won't mind going for them. Like, if the Indiana Fevers don't make the playoffs, I think I may stick around for the Valkyries because I won't mind watching that team win the championship. It's going to be hard for them with all their veterans. The majority of their veterans, almost all of them, are injured. Look, and think about it. The Valkyries are becoming this good late in the season, and their veterans are out. Their veterans are out, and they're this good. So imagine the capabilities of this team. And obviously, you guys are gonna be like, "Well, Indiana Fever too." Yes, I'm not talking about the Indiana Fevers. I'm not talking about Valkyries against the Indiana Fevers. I'm talking about the possibilities of all the players coming back for the Valkyries. And obviously, we know the potential of the Indiana Fevers when all their players come back, and when Caitlin Clark comes back, fully healed and ready to play. I think she's one practice away from coming back. But obviously, if the Indiana Fevers get kicked out of the playoffs before Caitlin Clark's return, she shouldn't even come back for the rest of the game. She should just stay out for the season. Caitlin Clark should just stay out for the season the minute the Indiana Fevers get booted out from that 8th spot. I really do. Make the Indiana Fevers earn that spot without Caitlin Clark. Because putting in Caitlin Clark for a pass, people always go, "Oh, well, okay, it's a possibility. You got to put Caitlin in." What? I mean, for what? You want her? I want Caitlin Clark for the longevity. I'm looking for the longevity for Caitlin Clark. Yes, I would love for them to make the playoffs. But if they get kicked off, if they lose the next game, they're going to lose that spot. If they lose that next game, do not play Caitlin Clark for the rest of the year. But if they manage to win that next game, yes, play Caitlin Clark. Play her. I have no problem with that. But I would not play Caitlin Clark for a possibility of making the playoffs. No, I won't play her. I will only play them when there's a definite possibility that they're in the playoffs. Like, so far, in that 8th spot, they're in the playoffs. So if they win the next game, and the fact that she has one more practice to go to be cleared to play, then yes, she should be playing. That's all I'm saying. Indiana Fevers are just looking like they have no answer to anything. Their defense was shattered last night. They had no defense. For some reason, the Valkyries shut them down. They shut them down. The wrong people, like I said on my last video, even though they won that last game that was so atrocious against the Sparks, even though the Sparks, to me, like I said in my last video, Sparks lost that game. And then if Fever didn't win that game, Sparks lost that game with their turnovers. If they didn't have those turnovers, Sparks would have won that game. Because Indiana Fevers also in that game did not shoot well at all. And your hero that you guys claim is your hero now, Odyssey Sims, shot 50% in that game despite hitting those 2 clutch shots. So I don't want to hear anything about Sims anymore, especially after this show last night. I don't want to hear about her. She can't create for her teammates. She can't shoot worth a lick. I'm sorry. I'm passionate about sports. It's not about feelings. It's not about protecting anybody's feelings. I'm going to speak the honest truth. Sims is not a good shooter, and she's not a good guard because she can't get people involved. She's not like those other guards, man, that the Indiana Fevers are sorely missing right now that are injured. She's not like them. But anyway, let me know what you think about this destructive freaking result that the Indiana Fevers just went through last night, and let me know, what did you guys think of the atrocious way they ran that game despite the shot clocks not functioning? I would have made an executive decision of doing something other than holding out on a Sunday night game basically an hour just to get those clocks fixed. It was bad. It was ran poorly. Holy crap. But anyway, this is Black Shy Guy, and as always, thank you for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Really pissed off. Peace.
Dunking and hitting jumpers, kept Marvin Rich with him. Leo Rose like, why you dump us? Saturday's deposit, chasing SunTrust. Word to Donald, they no one will ever trump us. About to put that in my bio.